Samantha. So I'm really sorry that I've been gone for 3 months. It is a ridiculous amount of time. I did not want to be gone for that long. I just didn't have a choice because I was so unbelievably busy with everything. School, moving house, all sorts. I've made an update video which I'm going to be uploading soon, but this is probably going to go before then. So just in short, I've moved from Buckinghamshire to London and I now live in London. This is my room in London. How many times can I say London in one sentence? Jesus Christ. I did film some videos a while ago which I will still be uploading, which I filmed in my old room. If you're like, why is she back in her old room? That's why. So because I haven't been here since November, I have a November wrap-up to film, a December wrap-up to film, and a January one, as well as the book haul portion. This is what we're getting, so here we go. So let's go chronologically. I will do the book haul and wrap-up portion for November, then December, then January. I read a total of 2 books during the month of November, which was not great. The first book I finished in the month of November was Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars, so clearly I didn't hate it. It just really wasn't my favorite. I didn't like either of the books in this duology that much. I thought that they were really overrated, personally. I did really enjoy some of the characters, and I loved some of the relationships, and I liked how everything tied together in the end. But overall, this just wasn't my favorite duology ever. I listened to this one on audiobook, and I heard people raving about the audiobooks, and I personally do not agree with that opinion. I think the audiobooks were not very good. Overall, not my favorite, not my least favorite. It was okay. The next thing that I finished in the month of November was On the Other Side by Carrie Hope Fletcher. And I ended up giving this book a 2 or 2.5 out of 5 stars. It was such a shame because it's got such a beautiful cover, and also I love Carrie Hope Fletcher. She's such a nice person. I really wanted to love her book, but I just didn't. I found it very predictable, very slow moving. I just thought that it was a bit boring. Some of the plot points just seemed to be in there to make it a more diverse book, but I mean, it kind of felt like it was in there just for that. So that's all that I read in the month of November. Now on to the one book that I bought. So the book that I bought in November was And I Darken by Kirsten White. I bought this because this was the Sassy Book Club pick for November and December because our theme was going to be historical fiction. Unfortunately, we haven't even had the live show for that yet. We haven't had the live show for This Savage Song either because conflicting schedules, conflicting everything. I haven't actually read this book yet either, but I do plan on reading it soon. I don't know if we're just gonna skip this one and restart again soon. I don't really know what's happening. I need to get more in contact with those girls and find out what we're gonna do because everything's kind of gone on hold for now, but I'm hoping to start it up again really soon because I love doing book clubs and they always seem to fizzle out. In December, I read a total of 0 books. Every single December, apparently, I just completely struggled to read. I only bought 2 books in December. The first one was actually a play, and that is the screenplay of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them by J.K. Rowling. This one actually is written by J.K. Rowling, unlike The Cursed Child. It is exactly the same as the film. I should put that out now. It is exactly the same. It says it. It's the screenplay. But this book was absolutely beautiful. Like the cover and all the illustrations inside were just beautiful. And if you love the film, then I don't see why you wouldn't love this because it is literally the film. You can picture it so well in your head while you're reading it because you've already seen it. So the second book that I bought in December, and the last one that I actually bought, was I'll Be Home for Christmas, which is a collection of short stories by a whole bunch of English authors. And I actually met a bunch of them because I went to an event. I met Tom Becker, Holly Bourne, Sita Brahmachari, Katie Cannon, Tracy Darnton, Non Pratt, Juno Dawson, and Lisa Williamson. I met all of those authors who all have a short story in this. Unfortunately, even though there is a bookmark in here, I didn't actually read very many stories. I think I read the first one and then I had to stop because I had so many things going on in December. So I will pick this up again next November or December. Hopefully I won't be too busy at uni. Hopefully I'll be at uni. I don't know. It's all very up in the air at the moment. Now, I bought that book at an event. I went to something called the YA Christmas Saloon, which was basically a Q&A, a Christmas quiz. It was all sorts of fun things. There were a bunch of authors there. And there was also a raffle. My friend bought me a raffle ticket and I actually won and she didn't, which I feel really bad about. I won a whole bunch of creepy horror books, which is great because I read a lot of that. I have a big fear of everything. I haven't even finished Mara Dyer yet because it's scaring me. I won a whole bunch of books and I'm going to speed through them because I know nothing about any of them. So I got a sampler of Fur by Sharon Gosling. The next one is Frozen Charlotte by Alex Bell, Sleepless by Lou Morgan, Flesh and Blood by Simon Cheshire, Bad Bones by Graham Marks, Dark Room by Tom Becker. This one freaks me out the most because of what's in the camera lens. I have to hide these books on my bookshelf because they creep me out. That's how much of a wimp I am. The last one is The Haunting by Alex Bell. I'm excited to read those and see what they're like. I've heard that they're not too scary, but still a little bit scary, but I've also heard that about Mara Dyer, and Mara Dyer is freaking me out. If I don't enjoy them that much, I'll just hand them over to a friend. Thanks to the people who run the YSL Loon for giving me those. The last book that I got for my birthday was this big thing. Harry Potter, Page to Screen. It is freaking huge. It's really heavy. My friend Yasmin got this for me for my birthday, which is very exciting. I'm excited to flip through it when I have time and muscles because it's heavy. I'm going to put it down now. I also have one other book related thing which I got for Christmas, and that is this cushion which says, "You could rattle the stars, you could do anything if only you dared," which is obviously a quote from Throne of Glass, which is one of my absolute favorite series, obviously by Sarah J Maas, and my friend Becca also loves her. So that's everything from December. Now moving on to January. January was again a slow month for me in terms of reading. I only managed to read one book, which was Yes Please by Amy Poehler. I love Amy Poehler because she plays Leslie Knope in Parks and Recreation, which is my favorite TV show, probably of all time. So I decided to buy her audiobook when my Audible subscription came in. I listened to it. It was good. It wasn't as uplifting and fun as I was hoping, but it was still a good read. She read it herself. It was really nice to hear her reading things to me whilst just driving in my car, because that's what I was doing most of the time. As uplifting as I was hoping, so I only gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I always feel a bit harsh when I give an autobiography like less than 5 stars. I feel like I'm rating their life, but I'm really not. It was just more like the experience for me of listening to it. I also got 2 books in January. One of them I bought, the other one I won in a giveaway. So the first book that I got was actually the one I won, which was The Dark Days Pact by Alison Goodman. This is the second book in the Lady Helen series, trilogy, I don't know. I heard a lot of people raving last year about the Dark Days Club, and then I saw that this giveaway was going on for the second book in the series, and I thought, why not enter it? I'm sure I won't win. I did. So then I had to go out and buy the first one. So now I have the first 2 books in this series, trilogy, duology, who knows what it is. I'm excited to read these. If I remember correctly from all the hype from last year, they were compared a little bit to the Infernal Devices series, which is great because I love those. So we'll see how they go. That is everything that I bought / read in the last 3 months, and I'm so sorry for my absence. It's really truly been way too long. Before I go, I need to choose out of my TBR jar, which I just filled today. So I have to choose 2 challenges, one for January and one for February, and we'll see how this goes. My first challenge is to finish a series. That will be my January challenge, which I know it's already passed. And then February's challenge is to read a steampunk novel. This is wonderful because this is steampunk, isn't it? Anyways, that's going to be all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe down below. Hopefully I'll be back with another video very soon. Thank you so much for sticking with me over the past few months. And yeah, that's going to be all. So see you very soon with another one. Bye!